Hi, my name is Kevin Hirschfield. I'm a reporter and producer at Shaw TV and also the host of Hurry Hard. My first memory of watching curling probably goes back to about 1999. I was 7 years old in the spring of '99. I just remember several moments from that curling year. Colleen Jones won the Scott Tournament of Hearts that year. I remember that. I also remember watching the World Championships that year. A fellow by the name of Hammy McMillan from Scotland. That was one of the first curling games I watched. He defeated Jeff Stoughton in the World Championships that year. So those are the first games I remember watching, and I think it was right around that time where I was out in my backyard and I used some of that sidewalk chalk and painted rings on my sidewalk and was basically throwing tennis balls around and sweeping them with a broom you find in your house. So I was kind of making my own backyard curling rings. And it wasn't until about '03 or '04 where I actually hit the ice and curled a little bit at the Fort Garry Curling Club. I joined the junior program there, curled for about 4 or 5 years with the junior program, got involved at the high school level with the Windsor Park collegiate team, curled with them for, I want to say 2 or 3 years. And then I took a break from curling for whatever reason. I don't know why. Now that I think about it, I was off from curling for about 6-7 years, and then I was asked last year to join a mixed team at the Fort Rouge. So I got back into it last year, really enjoyed myself. Can't figure out why I left, and now I'm curling twice a week this year at the Fort Rouge, so it's going to be exciting. All right, joining us now on Hurry Hard, Manitoba curler Reid Carruthers. Reid, thanks so much for doing this today. Last time you were with us on Shaw TV, you were celebrating a big win at the Canadians Men's Classic in Portage la Prairie, where you defeated Alberta's Charlie Thomas in the final there. It was really quite the stretch for you there. You were a finalist in the event the week before, won that Canadians Men's Classic. Then you went on to the Grand Slam of curling the next week, semi-finalist there, quarter-finalist at the Tour Challenge last week. How happy are you with the team's start to this year?
Happy, for sure. We went through a stretch actually earlier on in the season where we didn't qualify twice in a row. So for us, we were a little, playing a little bit tight, and then to get on that roll that we did was really good. It put us in a great spot.
We talk about Portage la Prairie. I imagine you have a little bit of focus. You'll be going back to Portage for the Viterra Championship. That's the men's provincial championship. What's your schedule kind of leading up to that? How do you guys make sure you're really at your peak heading into that really important event?
Yeah, it's interesting because we still have 3 events before Christmas, and for us, we have to try to count as many point spiels before Christmas time. So if we do well in this next little stretch, it'll set us up well. But then come January, we have 1 event, and then we're basically off until provincials. So we'll need to do our best to stay sharp somehow, maybe get some practice games in.
Yeah, at these Grand Slam events, you're curling against some of the best in Canada. After seeing all that competition, where do you think Manitoba ranks in terms of getting out of this province to Canadians? Are we one of kind of the top provinces in terms of team quality, I guess?
Definitely one of the top teams, or one of the top provinces, sorry. There's some ample competition. This year actually has been the year of the world so far. A lot of the international teams have been doing really well. But come February time, it'll be focused on provincials and beating some of the top Manitoba teams, which is always a tough task.
Yeah, of course you were a longtime member of Jeff Stoughton's team. I want to ask you, being a skip as yourself now, what did you kind of take away from those years with Jeff that maybe you look back at today and it really helps you out?
Basically how he approached the game. He approached it like a business. He was really cool under pressure, but that's just because of the extra work that he put in. And how I skipped my team prior to playing with his team versus now skipping my own team, the experience that I learned was invaluable, and it's just a matter of being a professional.
I want to just get away from the rink for a quick second here. One of your part-time jobs, you're telling me, a substitute teacher at Louis Riel School Division. How busy does that keep you? Like, how often are you teaching per week, I guess?
In the fall time, we're really busy being away. So I don't get too many days. I maybe get between 5 and 10 days before Christmas time. I still have another job as well. I work for Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries as a PR rep. So it's a great job, but come basically the spring, depending on how we do, if we make it to the Brier, I won't be all that busy subbing, but if I don't, I'll try to keep myself busy somehow.
Do a lot of kids recognize you?
What happens? There's the sports fans do. The kids that watch Sportsnet and TSN, they definitely recognize my face and ask if I'm the curler. So it's never really my name, but it's the curler. So that's kind of interesting. But once in a while, and some kids definitely don't too.
And that will do it for another episode of Hurry Hard, the Manitoba Curling Show here on Shaw TV. We want to thank the Fort Rouge Curling Club for letting us set up shop here this week. And of course, thanks to all our great Masters curlers and their interviews as well. You can watch full episodes of Hurry Hard on our YouTube page, Shaw TV Winnipeg. And for more info on our station and Hurry Hard, you can go to our social media pages, Twitter and Facebook at Shaw TV Winnipeg. So we thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Hurry Hard.